Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer comes from Foley Brothers Brewing. These guys are out of Brandon, Vermont. This is one of their Imperial IPAs. My friend and brother Greg sent me these Foley Brother beers. He sent me three from the Alchemist that I haven't had before. And he sent me three Foley Brothers beers. And I don't think I've had anything from Foley Brothers that I can recall. And this is the first one out of the three from them that he sent. This is their Pieces of 8. He says Foley is an Imperial Double IPA coming in at 8%. He says here, Foley Brothers is a very small brewery in rural Brandon, Vermont. They don't even have their own website. So that's pretty small if you don't even have a website. But you can check them out online. This is a destination for major hopheads, so they must brew some hoppy beers. He said he saw cars as far away as Pennsylvania a lot. Most of the beers are highly rated, including the three he sent me, which he says they all rate 4+. So, should be very tasty. So, with that being said, let's get on with it. Commercial description here, it says, this double IPA is dry hopped twice with a distinctive blend of 8 hops. To create a one-of-a-kind experience. Drink this beer fresh, unfiltered, decant into a glass. So, whenever they say drink this beer fresh, they need to have a date on it so we can drink that beer fresh. A bottled on date or a canned on date so we can drink it fresh. But like I said, he told me he went to the brewery, both the breweries. He went to the Alchemist and the Foley Brothers and picked up all the beers that he sent me at the brewery. So, I don't see any kind of dating on it, so I don't know if they distribute their beers or not, or everything has to be picked up at the brewery itself. So, and it says the same thing here on the back of the bottle. Drink this beer fresh. Brewed in small batches and hand bottled. Foley Brothers Brewing, Brandon, Vermont. So, hand bottled. So they got somebody in the machine there, either bottling 1, 2, 3, or maybe up to 5 at one time. So they make variations of those bottling machines. But if it's hand bottled, I mean somebody's doing them one at a time. So they must be really, really small. So I doubt if this is in distribution, you would probably have to get it at the brewery. So probably a reason why it doesn't have a date on it. So, well, let's get on with this. Don't want it to be a super long video. We talked about that. I didn't find an IBUs anywhere for this beer, so we're going to get it cracked open and get it into the glass. Little hiss, a little bit of smoke. Not a lot, but a little bit. While I pour this, I'll tell you the cuisine is barbecue, the cheese is peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar. Your stronger cheeses. Meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glass for a snifter, tulip oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter. And it says here, can be cellar because it's an 8%, but don't do it. Just like it say on the bottle, drink it fresh. Don't cellar it. Not quite a finger of head on that pour. It does look like a filtered beer. I can see right through it. There is hardly any cloudiness to it. Maybe a slight chill haze, but I still see the bulb through the beer. So I would say it's a filtered beer. Let's get a nose to it. Very nice hot profile here. Citrusy. Hints of pine and pineapple. Very tropical smelling. Wow. Tangerines. And some dankness going on in there. It does have a fairly decent dank smell to it. as I refer to it, cat pee. Well, 8%er. Not a low ABV or not a huge ABV, but it does get into the Imperial version. Let's dive in. I'm thirsty. What about you? Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. Very, very tasty. That is delicious. Very nice dankness to it. Grapefruit. Strong pineapple, too. Well, that's very pleasant. Alcohol is very well hidden, guys. Not getting bad alcohol. Well made beer, most definitely. And look, it's a 22-ounce bomber. Enough to share. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let me sip on it for a while. I'll come back and figure out where it's going to end up. Alright guys, I'm back. It's sitting on about 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes now. Awesome lacing left on the glass. Very strong hop profile, very resinous. Pine, grapefruit, pineapple, tropical fruit notes, oranges, tangerines, maybe even some lighter fruit in there, some apricots or pears. Very delicious. Nice dankness to the beer. Very enjoyable beer. Very well made beer. Alcohol super well hidden. Very enjoyable. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. Final chug. Delicious. Absolutely delicious, guys. Would like to see them date. They're double IPAs, but evidently they're a tiny little brewery, and if they're hand bottling this stuff, probably another reason why it doesn't have a date on it. And would like to see if they're hand bottling, maybe they could date it too, hand date it. But that takes additional time, and I probably don't want to spend that on it if everything is picked up at the brewery. So, without a date on it, guys, 9 out of 10 from me. Numeric rating is so close to a 10. I'm gonna give it a 98. I could just as easily give it a 10, but I'm not going to if it doesn't have a date on it. Even though it was picked up at the brewery and they don't distribute it, I need to see that date. People pick these beers up and they trade them and they set places, and people have them for a couple of months and they trade them to somebody else, and just want to see it. That's just me, guys. Y'all know how I am. Let's run over to Beer Advocate, and they have 96 world class. Great numbers from those guys over there. It is a world class beer. It's very damn tasty. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer has overall 99 and 98 in the style. So right in between there as far as my rating. And final check-in, we run over to Untapped. They have it at 4.23, which is their A category too. So A numbers all around, guys. Very well made beer, very tasty beer. And I have 2 more from these guys. I'm looking forward to doing those 2. We'll probably do them in the next couple of days. I'm going to do them fresh because they don't have a date on them. And even though Greg picked them up at the brewery, and I'm sure they're all really damn fresh, I want to drink them fresh. So we're going to get to them pretty damn quick. So if you've had this one from Foley Brothers Brewing, this is their Pieces of 8 Imperial or Double IPA. Let me know what you think. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's see what's in the fridge.